My hope is that this becomes more of the norm so that I can stop looking over and under the bar, draining my battery, draining my headphones every time I'm working out, and provide a nice user experience, fully waterproof, fully encapsulated, and just make it as common as a cup holder is on your fitness equipment. Hey Jim, how are you doing today?
Okay, Jacob.
Great. Well, you've been one of my personal heroes during this COVID pandemic shutdown. You've really changed your lifestyle, and we can see it. I'm not going to guess how much weight you've lost, but you look great. What's the secret? What have you been doing differently?
Well, one of the biggest things I've been doing is it's exercising every day. I kind of had this mantra of 75 minutes on the treadmill every day, no matter what.
75 minutes?
So help me God.
Oh my gosh. Can you convert that into hours for me that I'm not a math major?
I don't know what the hours are. I can probably convert it more into calories.
Okay.
In terms of, and then I don't go very fast, but I just keep going.
Just go. Okay.
And that's been very helpful. So me and the treadmill have become good friends.
Wow. So the reason I wanted to ask about your treadmill and about your lifestyle is because there's been a lot going on during the pandemic about lifestyle changes, and we've seen some superstar companies like Peloton, for example, really rise to the top. They became a shooting star during the pandemic, and there's these trends in the fitness industry to create everything more connected. So we have fitness equipment, but then you also have fitness wearables. And these things are starting to become part of the overall ecosystem where fitness companies are trying to create networks of people, a community of people working out together. There's a lot more about the classes and the instructors that are available on the Peloton or on Nordic Track or on different platforms, Apple Fitness now. And one of the key pieces to that, in my opinion, is all of these devices, they obviously need to work together, but they all kind of depend on one another too. So obviously here on when we talk about wireless power. So I wanted to talk with you about wireless power and what it could potentially do in the fitness industry. So when you're working out, where do you put your phone?
My phone basically goes right next to my treadmill, but it stays within sight.
So you have a desk next to it?
Yeah.
Okay. When I work out I use a Peloton. When I work out, I put my phone in the cup holder, or it's not a cup holder, I guess it's a water bottle holder. So There's two of them right there, and I can what I'm doing is I'm watching my Whoop strain score. Uh-huh. So I'm seeing how high of activity I have on Whoop, and I'm looking over the bar or under the bar to get the full screen of it. But it's not really the best user experience, let's say. The other thing is when I'm doing it, my phone is draining more as it's running an app keeping the screen on,
right,
and it's trying to use Bluetooth to connect to my wearable device. And so one of the things that we're doing at New Current now is we're offering wireless charging for fitness equipment. In addition to just the connectivity, can you think of other reasons why wireless charging for fitness equipment might bring some benefits to the user?
Well, depending on what the specific equipment is, obviously one thing is keeping it's a time where you're stationary, essentially using it, so charging your device becomes very helpful. But the other thing for something like wearables, where you can actually be getting data from the device itself, keeping that charged 24/7 has become kind of one of the new things in wearables and fitness devices. Is instead of taking it off to charge it, keep it on all the time. Yeah. And that presents its own set of problems from a technology standpoint.
Right. I think you get much richer data and from 24/7 wear. And the other really important thing from a fitness company perspective is you reduce your churn of users, because if they're never taking it off, then they don't forget to put it on and realize that their life's okay without it. When people continuously wear these devices or continuously use the same device, there's less chance of churn or drop off of using the device. So I think that's really important. Another thing is, we've been talking about the home, but when we think about the gym, one of the things that we're noticing that's in high demand with fitness companies is the need for data transfer. So it's related to wireless power, but talk a little bit about how we do data transfer in the context of something like a fitness badge for a fitness gym, or how we would use data from somebody's phone to help them track their workouts. What's the protocol we would use for that?
Well, one of the things you could do, obviously, is you have the product on you and it's a wearable. It's collecting data kind of real time, and it builds up over time. At some point, you need to dump that data off. Sure. And having a link to be able to do that is important. So if you have a communication link, especially one that's wireless, where you don't have to take the product off or stick it someplace or plug it in, that's the ideal solution. So something like an NFC connection, which has a pretty high data rate and can transfer that kind of data, quickly, real time when it's necessary or in batch mode, is one of the best ways of doing it. And you still keep the user experience of keeping the device on you during all times.
Sure, and it's super secure. It's the technology used for making payments, whether it's Samsung Pay, Apple Pay. I mean, secure technology. And then the other thing is, it's already the same card readers that people are using to just get into the gym in the first place.
Yeah.
So those passive tags that people carry around, those cards are using 13.56 megahertz. The readers are already there, so there's already this infrastructure in place. And so when we put NFC data transfer, secure data transfer capabilities into the workout equipment, it provides a lot of opportunity for enhancing that connectivity, building that community, and reducing churn for the customer. So I think my hope is that this becomes more of the norm, so that I can stop looking over and under the bar, draining my battery, draining my headphones every time I'm working out, and provide a nice user experience, fully waterproof, fully encapsulated, and just make it as common as a cup holder is on your fitness equipment.
And all of this stuff can be tied together too, almost seamlessly, where you have information getting transferred from one to the other, under whatever limits you want to set for it. So you can put user experiences into the fitness device itself, keep it on the phone, have it go back and forth, or go into your phone and keep it stored there. And so it becomes a much more seamless environment.
And that provides a ton of opportunities for company on the data side, but also on the retention and engagement side, which is really the name of the game, especially as companies are shifting more to subscription models or SaaS models.
Yeah.
When it's not about just selling the physical hardware equipment anymore, but it's about getting them to sign up for the classes and engage in the classes and stay on the subscription. I think it's super important to get that engagement up and get people really feeling it, so that we all have results like you, where we really change our whole physique.
And it's one of the things that I found is turning something into a habit is the most important thing, right? And the motivation to do that helps drive success.
Yeah. Well, thank you for your insights on this, and I hope we can see this in many fitness centers to come.
Yeah, me too.
Thanks.